Welcome back to CryptosRUs. I am George. We're all George. So, today was a pretty good day. Why did Bitcoin and markets overall, why they both rallied today? So, let's talk about it. Let's talk about everything else that's happening in the space. All right, let's do it. Welcome. Well, let me change the screen. Welcome. Hey, today's not bad. Not bad at all. We saw a little bit, just a little bit, okay? I recognize it's not a huge crazy rally, but you know, we needed something. And Bitcoin is at 56.8, so much higher than this morning, and we touched upon 58,000 briefly before settling down. So, Bitcoin did really well. U.S. markets did really well. Dow plus 500, NASDAQ plus 193. So we had a little mini rally today. Okay, like I said, not the biggest rally, but we will take it. We will take it. In fact, this is us recovering slightly from last week, which was the worst week Wall Street had since the beginning of the year. So it was not a good week. So today I was just like, you know, you could say a relief rally, but maybe there's more to this. Maybe there's a lot more to this, and this is the turning point. So we'll see. We'll see. But there are a lot of things I want to share with you guys. Today also, Apple released their stuff. Okay, they always do. They announced a new iPhone 16, a new Pro, the new Watch Series 10, AirPods 4, the new AirPods Max. They announced everything. Basically, what I've learned from today's thing is all the chips that they're using now is AI optimized, supposed to handle things better, more efficiently. But I didn't hear a whole bunch of like crazy AI stuff. And that's because it's going to launch next month, right? But it does seem like Apple is trying to embrace AI, but we haven't heard a lot about it. So the only other updates from Apple today was basically everything's going titanium, so it's lighter. The AirPods Max, which is a great headset, I have it, but they just updated with new colors and USB-C charger. That's it. There was like nothing new changed from it. There wasn't a whole lot. There wasn't a whole lot if you ask me, but you know, it is Apple and people just buy crazy. They would just go crazy for these things anyways. All right, so did it help the AI, I guess, space? Not really. Not really. Not as much as Nvidia did. But you know, who knows? Maybe next month when they release some AI stuff, that'll really help the AI niche, right? And AI crypto projects. All right, outside of Apple, what about Bitcoin? A lot of traders happy that Bitcoin touched upon 57,000 and went above. There's a lot of good signals from that. And today also, I mean, just massive volumes overall with the ETFs. Sometimes the volumes are massive and it's bad because we have negative volume, meaning we have a lot of outflows. But today, mostly inflows. Not the biggest inflow, but we don't have BlackRock's numbers yet. Overall, right now, as it stands, 35 million inflow. Not a whole lot. Actually, well, Grayscale. Grayscale is no surprise. Grayscale continues to have outflow. But again, we haven't seen an inflow from BlackRock for quite some time. So tomorrow, we'll see. Maybe today was the turning point. And that would be very, very positive. You know what else is positive? Michael Saylor. So he was on CNBC today. Look at that orange tie. Yeah, of course, to represent Bitcoin. I didn't like the suit he was wearing, to be honest. It's like a very old-fashioned suit. But then again, he's an old-fashioned guy that believes in DCA. Take a listen to what Michael Saylor said today about Bitcoin and it reaching $13 million. $13 million. All right, let's take a listen.
Bitcoin's 0.1% of the capital in the world right now. I think it's going to go to 7% of the capital.
7%.
My long-term forecast is it's going to go to 13 million over 21 years.
13 million.
13 million. But what is it 5 years from now? In your 4-year calculus.
You know, it's been growing 44% a year with about a 40 to 50 vol. I would think it'll move on at 40%, then click down to 35, then 30, then 25, and at some point it'll be the S&P return plus 8%, and it'll be the S&P vol plus 8% because it's always going to be a more global, open, free capital market.
How is there stuff that's above your pay grade? You're worth billions. I mean, we can say that. It's above our pay grade, but who gets to decide if it's above your pay grade?
He might have been it's below his pay grade.
Right, exactly, exactly.
Bitcoin's an expression in this view that you want to invest in an asset without counterparty risk, which means you don't want to be counterparty to a country, a currency, a city, a company, a commodity, or a culture, right? So people think it's a risky thing. It's all about people wanting to not take risk. They don't want to guess whether Picasso's or real estate in New York or NVIDIA stock will be higher in 10 years. They want to buy money. They want to buy 1/21 millionth of all the money in the world forever.
End it there, Michael. Thank you.
Great. Michael.
He didn't really answer what Bitcoin's price would be in 5 years, but he did answer 21 years, Bitcoin will be $13 million. You know, I did an earlier interview with Scott Melker for a roundtable, and it clicked with me right away why he said 21 million or 21 years, because he's trying to be cute with the fact that, you know, there's only going to be 21 million Bitcoin. Because I'm like thinking, why not say 20 years? Why not say 15 years or 25 years? Why 21 years? Anyways, Saylor is correct. Saylor is correct. There's no counterparty risk. Bitcoin is the purest and most secure network on the planet. It's the greatest asset on the planet. In 21 years, who knows how bad inflation will be? Inflation compounds, that 2 to 3% every year compounding, right? Your wealth, your buying power, your purchasing power is disappearing right in front of you. And that's because everything's getting more and more expensive. And it helps assets like Bitcoin, which has a finite supply, unlike anything else out there. So is it unreasonable to think that Bitcoin hit 13 million in 21 years? Hey, if it does, we'll all be freaking wealthy. We'll all be watching me on our private yachts and private jets. Or you will be crying in your mom's basement wishing that you bought Bitcoin at $50-something thousand. It's one of the two. You decide which side you want to be in. All right. Outside of that, what else is there besides Bitcoin being very, very bullish as always? Well, there's a lot of charts that show that, hey, we are getting ready to go up. Peter Brandt, who is a famous trader, macro guy, trader, you know, he drew this chart out for us and basically said that, hey, this is about time. About time for us to start going higher. End of the year, if you look at this price target, somewhere above $150,000. Okay? I mean, he always charts Bitcoin, and some of his predictions have been pretty darn accurate. So we'll see. We'll see. I do know this. I think we are at the cusp. I think more likely than not, we're going to start in October. But hey, we could start now. We could start now after the rate cut. Right? We just have to get through some of the volatile periods right now, some of the volatile price action, right? And then we wait for that parabolic rise. Look at this. Look at the last two halving events. When did Bitcoin start going parabolic? October. Okay? And when did Bitcoin actually slide down a little bit? September. So that's why historically September has been a worse month. But I'm still clinging on hope that it's not going to be this bad this month because we had that very first rate hike or rate cut. Sorry, rate cut that's coming in about a week, right? And that can definitely jumpstart things. We haven't had a rate cut in 4 years. That's why the last 4 years, September has been so bad, because it's nonstop rate hikes. But we're finally going to get cuts. And then shortly after that, 2 weeks after that, October starts. And that's when the breakout, the parabolic stage starts. So right now, we're going through a consolidation period. We're going through a sideways period. We're going through a scary, frustrating period. But we will get through it. And you're going to regret not holding on Bitcoin and buying as much as you can now, because later this year and next year, you will see Bitcoin at a much higher price and you will regret it. And maybe in 21 years, like Michael Saylor said, Bitcoin could be at $13 million each. All right. Now, outside of Bitcoin today, we actually had a pretty good rally overall for all altcoins, but there are a few in particular that did better than others. For example, Fantom is releasing a new blockchain called Sonic, and they released a test net yesterday, and it has a ridiculously quick finality time, which means that it basically, within 720 milliseconds, something's recorded on the block. So it is, this new Sonic chain is going to be super, super fast and takes less fees and is a layer 2 for Ethereum. So in fact, it is going to be the fastest, according to Andre Crony, that this chain is going to be the fastest L2 EVM chain in history. So Fantom is actually doing pretty good today, or did well today. And then also, they are dedicating 120 million in Fantom tokens for the Sonic migration. So that's pretty cool. So Sonic is going to be another chain to watch out for, right? Fantom, you know, they've been hanging around. They've been hanging around since 2021. They were super strong, got weak, became strong again, and they're holding. And they could be doing well or recovering well this cycle. All right, outside of Fantom, what else is there? Singularity, or ASI, I should call it. There's some confusion that's going on here with this merger. So Singularity.net, Ocean, and one other project I can't think of, they all merged, and they're supposed to be under ASI Alliance. And everything got converted to FET, and FET is supposed to convert to ASI, but it seems like that has gone away. So now it may be, I mean, they're launching on Cardano, and they may be sticking with a FET token. Or maybe they're going to convert to ASI token. I'm quite confused on the terminology. Are they sticking with ASI, or they're going to stick with FET? And what about the conversion, like on Coinbase? Coinbase says they're not going to support a conversion to ASI, but that is not native Cardano token. So I don't know. It's actually quite confusing. So if you have, let's say, FET on Coinbase right now, I guess you have to take it out and convert it to this new native token, whether it's FET or ASI and Cardano. I don't quite know. But I'll find out. It's just really confusing. But FET or ASI is, you know, one of the leading AI projects in crypto space, because 3 projects have converged and you know, became one. And they're dedicating $10 million to AI startups per year. So they're, you know, they have an incubation lab or innovation lab, and, you know, they're going to help incubate and nurture new AI projects within the space. That's great. That's great. All right, and what else is there? What about Stacks? Stacks getting ready, layer 2 for Bitcoin, programmable language on top of Bitcoin. They're getting ready for their Nakamoto upgrade, which is coming. Actually, Yeah, it's coming. I thought it already happened, but I guess it got delayed. But anyways, this is coming. This is pretty significant because right now Stacks is quite slow because it actually uses, the block times is the same as Bitcoin. They're trying to like match it one for one. But after this upgrade, it's going to be quite different. Now their block times, rather than wait 10 minutes, it's 5 seconds. And it's going to be quite quicker, which makes Stacks more useful. So we'll see. Stacks moves in tandem right now with Bitcoin. It's like a multiple of Bitcoin. So when Bitcoin goes up, Stacks goes up tremendously. When Bitcoin goes down, it dumps tremendously. But it is it's almost a Bitcoin play. Because if you stack Stacks, you're getting paid or you're getting rewarded, I should say, in Bitcoin. They have this really tight relationship. But this Nakamoto upgrade does change a few things. It makes it more faster and more robust and a few other good stuff. All right. That's pretty much it. Pretty good today overall. Let's do some Q&A. SCR, member for 11 months. Have you not been here for quite some time? Because you said RIP, rest in peace, Puff. Puff has been gone for a while. So I'm glad you were watching me for such a long time, but it seems like you haven't been here for a while. Let me scroll up, see if I missed anything. Let's see. CPI, yup, that's coming up later this week. In fact, on Wednesday, and then PPI on Thursday. They could definitely move things. Ford GT car. I haven't gotten a new phone since iPhone 11 because I'd much rather use my money to accumulate crypto instead. Well, that is the right strategy. Let's see here. Shall I sell all my Tongue coin or hold it? Hey, Tongue coin still doing quite well. I mean, it's up 5% today, up 125% year to date. One of the biggest movers of this year. I don't see why you want to sell it now. Sauce Boss. I thought the Lego streams were cool back in the day. I only had like 2 of them. I don't know if that's what you were referring to, but yeah, I didn't have a lot of Lego streams. Not on this channel, at least. What's your opinion on the new Honda Pilot? The new one's great. I had the old one for many years, but the new one drives a lot better than the last generation. Franco. George, you agree that either if Satoshi was single person or group of people, at least one of them had to have a higher or ultra IQ than average Joe? It's going to be number 2. It's a group of people. It's probably Dave Kleeman plus this other guy that I forgot his name. And you could even throw Craig Wright in there. Maybe Craig Wright did write the white paper. He does seem to know a lot about it, but he wasn't the programmer. He wasn't a mastermind. That's why he doesn't have the keys to the wallet. I think it's a group of people. There's Bitcoin is just so brilliantly coded. George, you always look stoned. I don't think I look stoned. I do have a couple people that I hang out with that are high all the time. I don't know if that's what stone look like. What's your thoughts on Gala? Do you think it could hit 40 cents this year? Anything could happen, but 40 cents, probably not. Probably not. This year? Not even probably end of next year. No, Gala has too many problems. Too many problems on their hands. And I don't think those lawsuits have ever stopped. And gaming is quite weak right now. Do I ever lever trade and long? Yes, the one who cares all the time. I still do it now. I gotta say, recently I've been getting liquidated left and right, but it is a habit I cannot break. So I just try to put more and more money into it. And that's how I DCA right now, just by throwing more longs and longs and more longs. Serge says, peasants drive the Pilot now. You know what? That may be true, but Pilot is still a good SUV. And most people are peasants. Jason Bourne. Do you have any memory of Fantom Radium when they first started? In your opinion, do you think a new DEX on Solana like Flax will perform well this bull run? Well, Fantom is not a DEX. Fantom is a wallet. Radium is still the de facto DEX, right? You never say never. You could have a new DEX that does well. But Jupiter is so damn good, it's hard for anyone to come up with a better one. So all the liquidities on Radium, and Radium itself is really slow and sucky, but Jupiter makes up for Radium. So I don't know if Falcon X could do well. Do you think Cock can 20x? Yes, because it's a meme and it's quite low right now. So yes, I do think so. Lenny Harrison, any thoughts on Orca? It's not a project I follow, to be honest. Gabriel Velazquez, thoughts on ISO coins? Isn't it a new financial system? No. ISO standards are banking standard. Why would you want crypto projects to follow banking standards? Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Thoughts on Sui? You know what? I attended their base camp earlier this year. I think the founders are smart. They had a vibrant community there. Though my only concern is their token unlock schedule, which is quite aggressive over the next few years. Would you rather never retire or never buy crypto again? What? I don't know. At some point, I have enough. I don't need to keep buying more crypto. I think what I have now, if I don't add any more after this bull market, I'm retiring. So I don't need to add anymore. Of course, as I'm adding, it's beneficial, but I don't need to add anymore. So honestly, I would choose the latter. But then again, you know, I don't really want to retire. When I say I want to retire or I'm going to retire, I'm just going to do other stuff. I just don't want to do the daily grind that I'm doing now. I'm still going to do stuff. So I don't know if I'll ever retire, but I'll just do less of it. Don't take full retirement, George. Stay active. Yeah, I'm still too young to fully retire. Buy MicroStrategy or Tesla or something else. I just don't believe in Tesla anymore. I get text messages all the time telling me from them to pick up my Cybertruck, and I'm like, no, I don't want it. They keep texting me, trying to change my mind. I just don't believe in Tesla. I'd much rather buy MicroStrategy or NVIDIA at this point. Can I take over your channel, Carrie? I'm sorry. Even if that happened, even if I gave you my channel, right? You know, you got to realize majority of my audience, they watch me for me. So if they see someone else new that they don't like, they're gone. So that's just how it is. That's why I haven't had other hosts on this channel. I tried before, and you know, people are just not receptive of that. Do I have a ticket discount for Token 2049? No, I actually don't. I'm sorry. I don't. Man, the fight is going to be crazy. If you guys could go to Token 2049, it would be great. But if you go to the fight, the Karate Combat fight, it's going to be even greater. I'm really excited about Singapore, about the IFC4 card and everything else that's going to go on over there. I hear Singapore is quite crazy. You know, like if you go to Dubai, it's not really fun because there's no nightlife, right? Singapore is totally different. You could go gamble, you could drink. Those are two important things. You know, you could go see, you know, there's a lot of partying at night. You could do whatever you want. In Dubai, it's like you have a bunch of people just like doing hookah. That's it. Just like nothing else. It's so weird. The Saturday cruise video this week is going to be unique. You guys will like it. It's going to be a cool car. The fight is going to be at the Sands Marina Bay. The crazy T-looking tower. It's going to be amazing. Grace, I appreciate that. I do. You need to get Three Stooges to do some guest wrestling. Andy, those guys must be like, aren't they dead? No offense. They must be in their like 90s or 100-year-old, or they're dead. I would like to get the Hawktua girl to fight, but she was demanding crazy money, so I don't think that's going to happen. But she has some kind of dog charity now, so maybe that can happen. We can help promote that. Yeah, you know, Dylan Dennis, he may be fighting. You know, Bitlord may be fighting. We got McFarlane to fight again. We got a lot of big names. Mario is eventually going to fight. Crypto, a lot of these big guys, they're going to fight. Got a lot of female fighters coming in too. IFC is going to be fantastic. It's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. If I retire, this is why I'm going to be doing IFC stuff. Crow told me he'll never fight again, but honestly, even if he did, there would be no one to match up against him. We need to get another 7-foot giant to fight him. Like, he's just too big for everyone. Trying to get the Island Boys to fight, can't reach them. No surprise, they just will not respond calls or anything anymore. Ben will fight again. He's just injured right now. He said Q1, Q2 of next year. By then, we'll have more champs for him to take on. Did I ever own a Range Rover? No. I can't. I can't buy a Range Rover because they're so unreliable. SCR, I appreciate you, man. I met Miss Teen Crypto in Nashville. I believe I've asked her to fight. I think she said no. But I think you guys will be surprised in the main card fight. Ashley Decan and Blonde Broker, they're working their asses off. And I think it's going to be a very good fight. And also Jenna X versus Young Snack. They're going to be fighting. So we're going to have 2 female cards this time. Do you like BMW? Not reliable either. Modern BMWs aren't bad. Way better than Range Rover. 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, SCR. Girls with daddy issues versus girls with daddy issues. There's a lot. If you look at the other leagues, other influencer boxing leagues, a lot of female fighters are like OF girls. So we'll probably go get some of them in. They actually do really know how to fight, at least box. But IFC is different. You got to know how to kick and defend kicks. So we will get them. All right, guys. That's it. Overall, today is a pretty good day. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's see how tomorrow is. We got a good relief rally today. We got some big economic data later this week. So let's see. All right. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. See you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. All right. Have a good one. Take care.